Our homeboy has something coming out substantial.
Yeah, well, he always has something coming out, but he also just did a song for this video game. If you guys don't know, PUBG.
Word.
PUBG is a video game, a mobile video game that is very much like Fortnite, right? Most people
Mm,
know Fortnite, and
right.
you may or may not know PUBG. I remember Keith, your Kasim, and your son Kasim, and our sister's husband. They were always trying to
They
get me to
playing the
play
game.
this game when it first came out. I was like, I ain't playing that, right? But
It stands
but
for
anyway,
Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
PUBG
So
is.
you know, it's a like first person type shooter mobile game, and you
Mhm.
get to run around and buy skins and whatever, blah blah blah. Y'all know what Fortnite is like, and I'm sure you probably know PUBG too. But Substantial did a song for the game,
Word.
and they put it up on YouTube. It was produced by Obadiah Brown Beach, and the song in a month has over like 70 million views, man. So shout out to
Damn.
him.
Shout out
Y'all,
to
y'all want to
Substantial.
check
Give it
that
up for
out.
that, brother. Give it
The
up.
song is called The Growth, and
Yeah,
it's fire, of course, because our peoples are involved.
yeah, that's our family right there. You know, we have a crew called the Plague. He's
Spread the plague.
he's part of the Plague. Has been
Definitely.
part of our crew for a really long time, and he's a super dope artist. He makes a lot of lo-fi hip hop that does really well.
Hmm.
He makes a lot.
Yeah,
He makes a lot of jazz hip hop that does really
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
yeah, he came up with Nujabes, right?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Future best.
Shout out
So
to
shout
Ninja
out to
Best.
Substantial. You can follow him at Substantial Music, and we'll throw it on the screen. And check out his website for more info. IamSubstantial.com.
Word.
Word up.
Now,
What we got going on?
there's a new Prince album. What do you guys think of that? It's called Welcome to America with the number 2 in the middle.
All right.
It's not like they found some recently recorded stuff and they're putting it out.
Mhm.
It's from like 20 years ago, or I'm sorry, 10 or 11 years ago. This was recorded in right before the 2010 tour of the same name. So he
Hmm.
had a tour, Welcome to America, and he had recorded a project to release for that tour, but then he didn't release the project. I'm not sure why. And so it's just been sitting in a vault.
Hmm.
Now, you may wonder if this is an official release. Is the family cool with this? Because, he had a lot of opinions about ownership of your rights as an
Right.
artist, putting stuff out. So it is being released by his estate.
Right. Right.
And, Blitz, you were telling me, but yeah, but his estate is very complicated because there's some arguments in that. I don't know. But
Yeah, I remember back when he passed, a lot of it was like who has the rights to his catalog or who has the rights to be the executors of the things that he would or would not want. When he passed, him being a Jehovah Witness, he had a lot of different things that he would want and not want. I remember there was that story they were talking about. He was doing a song with somebody, or he flew somebody in to do a song with him.
Hmm.
It was Morris Day. He had flew
okay.
Morris Day in, and they,
Hmm.
they thought they was just kicking it and stuff. And Morris Day was like, yeah, man, if you want to work on something, whatever, cool, whatever, blah blah. And Prince was like, yeah, but I need you to convert to Jehovah Witness first.
To be
And then
on the record.
Morris Day was like, "Well, all right, I'm catching the next flight
Yeah.
out of here, bro. I'm
I
I'm
heard
See
that
not
you when I
story.
see you.
I remember
I'm not
that.
converting to Jehovah Witness just to be a song on a song with you. But anyway,
Wow.
Right.
and knowing that Prince didn't want a lot of hoopla and celebrations after he passed, like he specifically said this, so he also may not have wanted for music to be put out if he wasn't in complete control of it, because we know that he was all about ownership and control of your
Yeah,
own music catalog and
definitely.
destiny.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, do I want to hear it? Absolutely. But do I think that he would have wanted it out? I'm not so sure about that. And
Yeah. And being fans of his, man, is like, it's like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want to,
Right. Right.
but
Now it is
tough.
out though. It was premiered on 60 Minutes
Okay.
last Sunday, and now I see it in stores because it says Prince Official.
Uh-huh.
So
mhm.
there's lots of packages you could buy the 2 LP, right? So you get the vinyls, plus 1 CD plus Blu-ray with some extra stuff on it for like $100. Or you can just get the just one of those things, like just the Blu-rays, $12, just the CD is $10. But there's lots of different packages. Just the vinyl, and it's a gold vinyl, so I don't know how that's going to look, but limited edition.
That's crazy.
It's exclusive limited edition. That's like $30.
Nice.
So they're definitely
That's dope. That's dope.
Well, we're of course, we haven't been mentioning. We need to shout out some of our fam, because when we talk about stories, when Wild Child mentioned the Get Down earlier, like he didn't tell you that his sons were on that show. So shout out to them, Kasim and Khalil.
Yeah, shout out to Kasim and Khalil, the Juggernaut War Party.
Yes, they were in the Get Down, and also we have a connection to Prince. You could let them know, your uncle.
Oh yeah, Pepe Willie. Shout out to Pepe Willie. He's got a book out called "If You See Me."
Yeah.
Rod, you got that book laying around over there? Cause you be reading. You be reading.
The book is in my living room. I don't have it right in front of me, but yeah.
We'll put up something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a book that's out now that talks about all his life from our great uncle Clarence Collins, who was Little Anthony and Imperials. They got hits like Tears on My Pillow, Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Pop. Pepe was his nephew, and he taught Pepe the ropes. And then Pepe married Chantel Nelson, and she was Prince's cousin. She introduced Pepe to Prince, and Prince at that time was like 14, 15 years old. Morris Day, Andre Simone, they was all in a band together, and kind of, Pepe took them under his wing, got Prince's deal at Warner.
He mentored them. He played guitar on some of the, on some. They had some music together. They got
a lot of music together.
And at some point, they got Prince a deal, and he took off to the moon.
Right.
That was cool.
Yeah, to the moon.
And but yeah, so he had, but also Pepe Willie, was instrumental in a lot of other things in the Minneapolis music scene, and has his own band, 94 East. Am I saying it right?
Yep.
Yeah, you get that right.
This book is going to be real interesting.
Chock full of stuff in there.
I'm waiting for it to come in the mail.
Indeed.
So if you're into Prince, 98% of the world is, definitely check out Pepe's book. Check out the new album that he has out, Welcome to America. Or don't check it out if you think that Prince wouldn't want you to check it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Put up a hashtag.
Right,
Prince wouldn't want me to listen to this. So there's a film that dropped last month. I didn't get a chance to see it. Well, I guess COVID. I don't even know if it was in the theaters, but it's this film called Boogie, right? And it features Pop Smoke. I think this might have been his first time in the film.
I think it's probably his first and only.
And the star of that is Eddie Huang, right?
No, Eddie. Eddie's the producer. Okay. Yeah. I don't know the name of the protagonist, but it deals with this Asian dude and his family, and he likes to play ball. He grows up in Queens, and his family is like telling him, from what I'm seeing from the trailer, looks pretty interesting. Yeah. His family, now you got to do this, you got to be a doctor, or you got to be a lawyer. You can't be like trying to get into the NBA, that type thing. The underdog story.
Nice.
Pop Smoke is like, getting on him. But reason why I shot this out is because he's got joints all up and down the soundtrack.
Right. I was about to ask you, does he have music on there too?
Yeah. It's like 6 joints on there.
So if you love Pop Smoke, you want to watch the movie, you want to check his music, this is great for him.
I mean, from the clips I saw, he looked like he was a pretty good actor, or that he could become a pretty good actor. He could have been like a Tupac with hip hop and the music.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Where a rapper that had formerly retired and came out of retirement is coming out.
Rod.
I guess he's doing a Jay-Z move, right? Logic. He has reemerged from his retirement again to surprise release his latest track, Tired in Malibu. Now, is it a track? I mean, the song is exactly 1 minute in length, but maybe he's going to make a longer one later. Maybe this is a snippet. I don't know. It appeared on the rapper's YouTube channel alongside a photo of him and his son, Bobby. The song ends with the line, "Retired for a minute, but I guess I'm back, man." hinting that he'll potentially be releasing more material, you know, in the future. And now the song is not even an original beat. He basically took Busta Rhymes, Remains Raw, and
Oh,
is
that's a
that
Dylan
song
joint.
called Everything Remains Raw? I know the hook is I make sure everything remains raw, but everything.
Wow, that's
I can't
something,
remember.
right?
But he's rhyming over that beat, so it's a 1 minute.
Everything remains raw. That's the name
Yeah,
of
Okay,
it.
everything.
it's a
remains
1
raw.
minute verse over a Busta beat, and he's putting it up like it's a song. But you know, the point is he's announcing I'm back. So if you are a Logic fan, you know you're gonna be looking forward to that.
I don't
I'm
know
not.
one Logic song actually.
Mm.
Not that I'm hating on him or anything like that, but I just, you know, it just didn't he didn't get on my radar.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to some of his stuff. He is a lyricist, but his music is not. I don't particularly like his music all that much. It just
Not
doesn't.
your cup of
Right,
tea.
right.
Not your cup of
Yeah.
tea.
I will admit that I don't. His music doesn't come across my desk. Like when I've heard him on a radio show rhyming, I'm like, that kid is nice. He's got skills. I might have heard a verse or two,
I know I heard him on Sway.
and I knew he was good, like you said, but I don't know his songs. I can't even tell you if I like his songs.
Yeah. I heard him on
I'd have to
Sway.
actually go search for it.
It's so interesting the mix of what makes a good MC for each person, right? Because everybody's different, but it's like, is he lyrical? Sure. Personality wise, is it there for me? No. His energy, his his vibe, right? How much does the vibe matter to you? Because there's so many people now, and I would think within hip hop in general right now, people care more about the vibe than they care about the lyrics. But for us, we care more about the lyrics than we do the vibe. But the vibe is still important, right?
Right.
So
That would be to complete what would be an MC.
Okay. Like
You
a
know what I mean?
well-rounded.
Like a well-rounded MC. Like you can't just be a lyricist. You gotta have a vibe. You gotta be
Right.
able to control the crowd. You know what I
Right.
mean?
yeah,
be
sure,
able-
sure.
Songwriting.
But
picking.
but being an MC doesn't matter to today's audience, right? Today's current audience.
This is
Be-
true.
Just having a vibe, or having or being the word that we took out of our vocabulary, back in the early 2000s, real.
Swag. Oh, okay. I just want to say swag.
No,
He said real.
I would never say swag, even if
I was
God
like,
damn
no,
it.
please
You
don't
made
say
me
swag.
you made me say swag. But
Hit the swag button, man.
we used to say, like, there were so many songs back, in the day, like keeping it real, like I'm real, blah blah, and we don't say that anymore. But it's important for today's audience. Is like, he doesn't live that. He's not real. He's not about that life. And I don't care if you're about that life, if what you're saying sounds good, as long as it's not super negative. Because if it's super negative and you're not about that life, then I
What are
can't
you
rock
doing,
with
dude?
it, right? If you're pretending that it's you, I think MCs can just be like, film writers and film producers. You can tell a story and it not be your story. But if
Right.
you're acting like it's your story and it's super negative at the same time, then I can't rock with it.